CTV News with Sarah Freemark.
We are live from the heart of Innisfil tonight as folks drop off donations for our Toy Mountain campaign. Good evening. For decades, our community has come together this time of the year to lift up local families in need. And once again, the CTV Toy Mountain is growing bigger by the day. Let's head straight to Innisfil. That's where CTV's Luke Samar joins us from tonight live. How are things going so far, Luke?
Sarah, well, the cold isn't stopping any partying from going on here at Canadian Tire in Innisfil. We're here with South Simcoe Police. We're here with the Innisfil Community Church. We are taking in donations, food, toys, anything that people can donate. We are taking it, and we are so thankful for that here. And of course, all of this is contributing to as well to Simcoe-Muskoka Family Connections. Now, we are joined by South Simcoe Police Chief John Van Dyke. John, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Just how important is it to be out here tonight, of all nights, for Toy Mountain?
So important, and we're happy to be back again this year to support CTV Barrie with your toy drive to support Toy Mountain. Our officers are out in the community every day. We see the need. We see the kids. We see kids that don't have much. So this is a way of giving them a Christmas, and we're grateful and thankful to be here today.
And important today, too, is all the donations that we are taking in tonight are staying right here in the Innisfil community, Alcona community. How important is that?
Very important. I mean, we have a need in our community, so it's important to keep the toys here for our kids in our community. So, yeah, it's great.
Awesome, John. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And, of course, if you are at home, come on down to Innisfil Canadian Tire. We are here with South Simcoe Police. We are here with Innisfil Community Church. We are here. We're dancing. Casey's inside Canadian Tire buying a crazy hat right now. So you'll see that in just a few minutes' time, Sarah. And we will be here, and we can't wait to show you what's in store for tonight.
I can't wait to see Chief Van Dyke dancing. Thanks very much for that, Luke. We will have more Toy Mountain throughout the show. Now, with speed cameras now turned off for good across the province, it's time for Ontario's new road safety measures to come into place. And no matter where you are on the roads, they'll be pretty difficult to miss. CTV's Mike Lang explains.
When they told me this, I broke out laughing.
Those were Premier Doug Ford's comments last week in response to complaints from Toronto and Ottawa about new provincially mandated school zone signage being too big. Complaints the opposition agreed with.
You could fit probably 3 of me in those signs. And I'm 6'2" and about 227 pounds.
A number of municipalities receiving the new signs are in Simcoe County, including Orillia, who has them in 3 of its school zones.
They are 3 feet by 8 feet, where a typical sign is predominantly 6 feet by 2 feet.
They are the province's alternative to speed cameras. In November, the Ministry of Transportation announced a $210 million investment to support road safety in school zones and community safety zones without the use of speed cameras, citing less expenses for drivers and taxpayers. Severn Township has them set up with a flashing yellow light outside Marchmont Public School and reported no issues with installing them. But the city of Orillia raised concerns about the larger signs potentially blocking sightlines and speed cameras being the better option.
The data was showing that speeds and volumes were reduced around these areas.
Meanwhile, drivers remained split.
I have no issue with speed cameras.
I feel like they were more of a tax grab than anything.
Speed cameras need to be necessary. Keep everyone safe.
Smaller signs should be enough.
In a statement to CTV News, the Ministry of Transportation saying, in part, municipalities were given clear direction and full technical support to install the new safety signage. The province provided all details to municipalities over a month ago and even offered to install the signs for them. Essa Township, the other local municipality set to receive the new signs, says they are working with the MTO to finalize their design and placement. In Orillia, some of the signs like the one here on Park Street will soon be receiving their highway-sized flashing lights from the province, and they're expected to be installed by the early spring. How long they'll stay on for after that remains to be determined. Mike Lang, CTV News, Orillia.
We are learning more tonight about a high-ranking York Regional Police officer who is facing dangerous driving charges while allegedly trying to get around Innisfil's Santa Claus parade last month. Tonight, CTV's Mike Arcelides has more on the accused who served as an officer for nearly 30 years.
This is 53-year-old York Regional Police Staff Sergeant Lori Perks. The woman South Simcoe Police say was behind the wheel of this gray Audi SUV that witnesses said hopped the curb after being blocked from driving through the Innisfil Santa Claus parade route last month. Perks, whom police revealed was off duty at the time, has been charged with dangerous driving after investigators received calls during the parade on the afternoon of November 23rd. Witnesses told police the Audi was seen jumping the curb and exiting this plaza parking lot along Innisfil Beach Road at about 2:30 p.m. before traveling through a pedestrian walkway. No one was injured, but days later, South Simcoe police appealed for the public's help identifying the driver when investigators released these photos.
We don't anticipate any further charges at this particular point.
Perks is a longtime York Regional Police officer, having climbed the ranks for more than 2 decades, working for years as a media officer, detective, and now staff sergeant.
The criminal environment that they're put in.
It was about 12 years ago, while working as a supervisor, Perks found herself as a respondent following a workplace harassment complaint that ultimately found she engaged in name-calling and made derogatory comments about one of her female officers, whom she suspected had called in sick from work to travel to Jamaica.
Oftentimes,
an investigation into her conduct found Perks went as far as calling Pearson International Airport and Canada Border Services to find out whether the female officer had flown to Jamaica, where she had property with her husband.
At this point, there is...
Despite learning her suspicions were mistaken, the investigator said Perks provided incorrect information to management, claiming the officer traveled to Jamaica, when in fact she had not. Perks received no formal discipline and was subsequently promoted to staff sergeant. York Regional Police has confirmed Perks has been suspended with pay. Court records obtained by CTV News revealed Perks was charged a year ago with failing to remain at the scene of a crash in Innisfil. The charge was withdrawn last month. The accused is scheduled to make her first court appearance early in the new year. The allegations against her have not been tested in court. Mike Arsledy, CTV News, Barrie.
Ontario has been deemed the epicenter of winter collisions in Canada. This comes after more than 300 snow-related incidents were reported across the GTA on November 10th. That's when we received the first snowfall of the season. Tech and fleet management company Samsara reviewed commercial driving data from 2022 to 2025 and found Ontario's winter crash rates jumped nearly 150% leading up to Christmas. Within our region, some of the worst roads impacted by the winter storms include Highway 50 in Caledon and Highway 11. Now, with holiday parties in full swing, Barrie Police are out to make sure that everyone gets home safely. They continued their festive ride program yesterday with specialized officers, including drug recognition experts, on hand to keep impaired drivers off the roads. Time now to head back to Innisfil. That's where we find Casey. Luke promised us a new, fun, exciting hat, and boy, did you deliver.
Nice, nice, and a hat. Luke, he's a smart man, because a hat is what's required out here. Winds are picking up, and it's the wind right now standing here in the parking lot here. It's all about Toy Mountain here, Canadian Tire in Innisfil, and it's all about the weather. What kind of weather are we looking at? Well, let's go right to the Environment Canada Watches and Warnings Board, and as you see, taking a look, as per Environment Canada, there's a yellow snow warning. Make that a yellow warning for snow. Anywhere from 10 to 50 centimeters of snow through this evening into tomorrow night is possible in some areas of our region. Yeah, that's a whole lot of snow coming to hit some of us. Others just get as little as 5 centimeters. Let's continue on with our first look at the forecast. Brought to you by our friends at Presler Injury Law. Call 1-800-JUSTICE. And -3 is what we're looking at right now, Sarah. Good thing we're bundled up. Winds out of the southwest, 15 kilometers an hour. They'll gust as high as about 50. Boy, it feels a lot more than 15 right now as far as those wind gusts. Let's take a look at the temperature outside your door as we speak. And, -3 in Gravenhurst. We're going to call it -3 in Mount Forest, -3 in Newmarket. 1 degree above the freezing mark in Parry Sound, and -1 in the Sunshine City of Orillia. A quick look, if you will. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a quick look at our radar satellite images over the last 3 hours. And as you see, here comes the snow. And some of you are saying, well, we're not, everyone isn't going to, you may not be saying it like that, but is everybody going to get snow? Yes, everybody is. Thank you very much, because when we zoom out, look at the size of the system that's making its way towards us. That's why Environment Canada is saying anywhere from 10 to 50 centimeters of snow on the way. Again, some might just get as little as 5 centimeters. Coming up in just a few minutes' time, in addition to the snow, Sarah, -20 with the wind chill tonight. I'll let you know where and how long that plans on sticking around. All that coming up in a few minutes' time. Back to you, Sarah.
Well, as we embrace those first frigid temperatures of the season, for those that are looking to escape the cold, the doors are open at the Guest House shelter in Midland.
These facilities are open for people who actually have no place to go. Our being open means the difference between life and death for these individuals.
From now until April 30th, it will be open every day from 7:30 p.m. until 7:30 a.m. with availability to intake 8 extra adults.
It's almost impossible for those of us who have warm shelter to imagine what it would be like to be outside, poorly clothed, lacking food, and having no place to sleep. The human body can't just continue working on 24 hours daily, no proper nutrition, no warm clothing, and no place to get out of the elements.
Along with a place to sleep, the Guest House shelter also offers hot meals and winter clothing, everything from boots to gloves, sweaters and jackets. So far, it's averaging about 6 people a night. Now, that's not the only warming center that's open in Simcoe County. In Barrie, there's one on Bayfield Street. That's the Salvation Army. The Hope Center is open on Mary Street in Bradford. Wow Living on Church Street is open. And in Wasaga Beach, Faith Community Church on River Road West will be open every night. Barrie City Council is hearing from its service partners tonight as it nears the finish line on budget deliberations. Back from vacation is CTV's Jack Morris. He's been following this for us. Jack, does it look like taxpayers are in for a hike?
Well, it looks like they are, Sarah, unfortunately. If everything went ahead as it was right now, taxpayers would see about a 4.5% rise in their tax rate. Now, half of that, about 2%, is the city's infrastructure spending. Barrie's operations budget is holding steady, no increase there. The rest of the bump comes from city services. They've got their hat in their hand tonight. Police are looking to increase their budget 8.5%. Libraries a little less than 2.9%. The County of Simcoe is asking for 6.3% more from the city. Barrie Mayor Alex Nuttall says he wants to see that number come down.
I think there's still a question with the county budget about whether we're getting what we pay for, in the sense that the money we put into long-term care, are we receiving a good benefit for that? And I would say no, we're not. Obviously, long-term care is something that's incredibly important. Right now we have 0 long-term care beds in the city of Barrie provided by the county. If you want to go into a county facility, you've got to go, well outside of the city to be able to access those beds.
Now, we're also expecting to hear from the Simcoe-Muskoka Health Unit as well as Conservation Services on their budget asks. Council is set to vote on the full final budget and any possible tax increases next week. Sarah, back to you.
All right, and Jack will listen into the council meeting and have an update tonight at 11. Appreciate that. Statistics Canada is showing an increase in young people charged with murder in 2024, even as the national homicide rate dropped. 72 youths were charged last year, up from 65 in 2023, including 13 cases involving multiple youths. Across Canada, police reported 788 homicides in 2024, 8 fewer than the year before. 3 people have been arrested in a multi-million-dollar liquor trafficking ring. Halton police seized this lot of stolen alcohol from a residence in North York, where allegedly a group was reselling liquor taken from numerous LCBO locations. York Regional Police are sharing footage of a dramatic chase that led to a man facing 32 charges, including stunt driving, dangerous operation, and driving while under suspension.
Is it a unit? What is going on? Is he going through red lights? Yeah, he is. All right, we've got a live one here. Yeah.
Officers spotted a Dodge Caravan driving erratically in Vaughan early Saturday morning. They say the minivan was stolen, and the suspect even tried and failed to steal another vehicle and flee. Then police laid down spike strips.
He's starting to spark up. He's sparking good. Into an apartment roundabout.
So the chopper filmed as the suspect ditched the vehicle in a parking lot and was soon stopped on foot. Police say they're also linking the 29-year-old suspect to 2 break-and-enter incidents from last month. With Black Friday in the rearview mirror, new figures are out suggesting there was a major surge in attempted fraudulent transactions. This year, Visa says it blocked 38.5% more presumed fraud than last year. The credit card giant also found that 74% of shoppers say online scams are getting more sophisticated, and 63% worry that friends or family could be targeted. Now, if you have a flight booked over the holidays, you may want to pay extra attention to this next story. 99% of unionized air transit pilots voted to strike, and flight cancellations could be coming soon. CTV's Annie Bergeron-Oliver has the latest.
In exactly 1 week's time, Air Transat could be forced to start grounding flights, as its roughly 700 unionized pilots will be in a position to strike.
A December strike will be catastrophic because capacity is already saturated. Other airlines like Air Canada and WestJet are flying full plane for the holidays.
The threat during the busiest travel time of the year comes nearly a year after talks between the union and airline began. The pilots want pay raises and better job security and say they're tired of working under a contract signed 10 years ago. In a statement, the union says, "Let us be clear, we do not want to strike. However, after nearly a year of slow bargaining and little progress, we urge management to utilize the remaining time and negotiate seriously to avoid operational and flight disruptions."
If anyone knows labor negotiations, I do, and I know that there's a pattern here, and we obviously hope they get a deal.
The airline is confident a deal can be found, saying in a statement, "Although this is a common step in the collective bargaining process and does not mean that a strike will be initiated, we remain fully committed at the bargaining table and aim to reach a tentative agreement without labor dispute." Aviation analysts say the prospect of a Christmas slowdown puts pressure on a company already facing financial troubles.
I don't think Transat's in a position right now of being able to accept a financially disruptive situation like a strike, so they will settle.
Air Transat says its operations are currently running as normal. Either side must give 72 hours notice of a strike or a lockout. Annie Bergeron-Oliver, CTV News, Ottawa.
The Ontario government is launching an advisory body to examine EQAO results and student outcomes. Education Minister Paul Calandra released test results today, pushed back from the usual fall date. The results show more students are meeting provincial standards over time, but progress is slow, especially in math, where nearly half of grade 6 students and 42% of grade 9 students are still struggling. Calandra added an advisory body will look into why student outcomes aren't improving faster and confirms there are no plans to scrap the standardized testing. The Canada Strong Pass, which offered free admission to national parks, museums, and other discounts, has proven to be a big help to boosting tourism across our country. All provinces and territories except one reported gains, especially the Northwest Territories and Nunavut, which saw a combined 67% increase in visitors. Saskatchewan is the odd one out, noting its numbers dropped 25%. Overall, Parks Canada sites, the Department of Canadian Heritage, and Via Rail Canada all saw gains. The government will be renewing the Canada Strong Pass later this month from December 12th to January 15th. Students, coaches, and fans brought the energy to Sadlin Arena today, where Barrie's Catholic high school hockey teams hit the ice to battle it out for the annual Monseigneur Claire Cup. CTV's Rob Cooper brings us the highlights.
It's a battle for Catholic high school hockey supremacy. The Monseigneur Claire Cup was back on the ice this morning for its 27th year in Barrie, and students had a blast both on and off the ice.
Yeah, it's so fun. I love seeing everyone come together.
It's a really fun opportunity to hang out with your friends, enjoy hockey, and have friendly competition with the other Catholic schools in Barrie.
The Monseigneur Claire Cup is named after the father of Catholic education in Simcoe County. Boys and girls teams from St. Peter's, St. Joseph's, and St. Joan of Arc took part in the one-day hockey tournament.
There's well over 2,000 kids between in the fans and the dance teams on the ice, and it's been a great celebration of our school since we began this.
The school spirit genuinely makes it more fun for the entire year. All these events make it just like a cooler school experience. Like, it's what makes high school worth it.
Dressing up in your school colors is a big part of the experience for students. Those not playing participate in a dance-off between games. Even teachers have a blast dressing up and cheering on their students.
Absolutely, we've been practicing for weeks. We've been getting into the dances, we got all the equipment. It's been an amazing time. The school spirit is just so beautiful, and like everyone just goes together and has a fun time.
Now, I asked some of the students here today to snap some selfies, so here they are. Of course, a great day of hockey, both on the ice and school spirit off the ice. For the record, it was a clean sweep for St. Pete's, winning both the boys and girls championships. Rob Cooper, CTV News, Barrie.
So much fun to see. Coming up next, a festive tradition found in Penetanguishene. These trees don decorations that continue to give long after the holidays pass. Plus, making their mark internationally, more on how this local couple's artwork will last for an eternity. You're watching CTV News, Barrie. Welcome back. An Oro-Medonte couple's love of photography and travel has led to a unique creation. Stunning images printed on Italian stone, and the result is hard to beat.
You can see the stone is totally different. All of them have different colors.
Jan and his wife Tamara only use their best shots on the imported stone, traveling the world to capture each one. They also create custom pieces, and Jan says the memories last as long as the stone itself. And now this small home business out of Oro-Medonte has gained a global following.
I mean, we've gone as far as South Africa. We've gone to New Zealand. We've gone to Australia. We have not gone to Asia, but a lot of Europe, and then definitely North America. And some of the places are very remote. We actually have to phone them to find out.
The couple is off to New Zealand soon, but until then, you can catch them at their Horseshoe Valley studio every weekend until Christmas. A forest of festive trees can now be found at the Penetanguishene Public Library, with each one decked out, all in hopes to draw in your attention. The Addams Family, gardening, gingerbread, the ocean, and the Grinch. Just a few of the themes adorning trees, but the one that really aims to stand out is this teddy bear tree. Visitors can purchase a bear, each complete with a picnic basket of treats, something that's not just cute, it's making a real difference.
I designed the tree. It was actually my concept to have a teddy bear tree. I know everyone expects the traditional red and white and green and poinsettias. And we decided in June that we were going to do this because we knew that we would have to collect all of the things early on.
So this is basically our giving tree. It's our bear tree. So what happens is you can purchase one of the bears. So there's a small one that was for $5, so there's the larger bear which is for $10. The bears, as well as the proceeds from the bears, will be going to the Georgian Bay Natives Women's Association located in Penetanguishene.
The bears stay on the tree until December 18th, when you can pick them up or choose to donate them to a local organization. A tag will then go up to mark your contribution. It was a winning night for the Barrie District Christmas Cheer campaign in Innisfil. Members were at the Innisfil Lions Club last night, where they received a generous $1,000 donation. Now, at that point, they're at 20% of their $500,000 goal, and since then, they've already raised another $21,000.
We are completely relying on our community, and the Lions Club has been right there beside us each and every year, and we absolutely count on their support, and we can't do it without them.
We're lucky enough to be a community hub and to have the opportunity to raise funds to help different community groups. We can't do it all ourselves, but by supporting other community groups financially, then many hands make light work. We're all trying to help in different ways.
Donations will be accepted up until delivery day, which is on December 16th. Okay, let's keep the holiday cheer going, shall we? Our Toy Mountain campaign is in full swing. In fact, we're live from Innisfil tonight. Let's return there. Luke, still waiting for that dancing.
Sarah, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for the dancing, but it might just happen very shortly here. Yes, we are in Innisfil at Canadian Tire for our Toy Mountain campaign in partnership with the Innisfil Community Church and South Simcoe Police. We're all here. We're all having a great time, even though it is cold. We are joined by owner of Canadian Tire, Stefan Diamond. Stefan, thanks so much for being here. Let's start this interview off with a very exciting announcement.
I just asked the staff to fill a few carts with toys, and we're going to be donating that to the Toy Mountain. So
Thank you.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So a couple carts of toys to start us off here tonight. Just how important is a campaign like this here in Innisfil?
Well, the kids, they do have like a very soft spot for me. Whenever we donate or we sponsor, like we try to help and support kids from this community who need help. So today is just another example, and this one is a special one for me.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and it's so important to give back to the community here. And like you said, it's going right back into it. Why was this something that you wanted to be involved in?
Yeah, well, we're like an important business in the community, and I think I think it comes with responsibilities, and one of them is like whenever you get a chance to help, well, you try to step up and help, and I'm just happy to be in a position to be able to do that, right?
Awesome, Stefan. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it, and thank you so much for that donation and staying right here in the community here at Innisfil. Sarah, we are continuing it. The dancing will come, and I also saw Santa Claus walk into Canadian Tire as well. So there's no better opportunity to come down, say hi to us, say hi to South Simcoe Police, say hi to Casey Colby. We're having fun down here. Come on out.
Well, and I just love that Stefan and his team donated again this year. I know they did that last year as well. So thanks so much. What a community. We'll see Luke a little later. But with the festive season upon us, there's a lot happening around the region to get you in the spirit. Here's Bounce 104 Morning Show host Martin Van Coy with your weekend event listings.
Hi, I'm Martin Van Coy for Bounce Radio, and these are your weekend events for Pure Country 106 and Bounce 104.1. Kicking things off this weekend on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., you can head to Shanty Bay Golf Course for their open house and Toy Mountain collection. You can bring an unwrapped toy, a gift card, or a cash donation to support CTV Barrie's Toy Mountain campaign. You can enjoy some complimentary pizza, soft drinks, coffee, and tea. Plus, there's going to be a live draw for limited Pro Shop items. You can learn more at shantybaygolf.com. From gift mountains to gift markets, this Saturday is the Winter Wonders Market from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Stroud Innisfil Community Center. You can browse stylish winter finds, home decor, and thoughtful gifts. Bonus, it's got free entry with a non-perishable food item or a $1 donation to support the Innisfil Food Bank. You can learn more at calendar.innisfil.ca. Moving along this weekend, you can also feel the heat this winter at the Caribbean Winterfest. It's happening from December 5th to the 7th at Blue Mountain Village. You can enjoy a weekend of Caribbean vibes, live music, steel pan, calypso, dazzling costumes, and authentic cuisine, all set against Ontario's snowy wonderland backdrop. Family-friendly fun includes kids' workshops, drumming circles, and more. You can learn more at bluemountainvillage.ca. Lastly, but certainly not leastly, this weekend you can also help support local families at the Stuff the Bus food drive this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at West Ridge Food Basics in Aurelia. You can bring a non-perishable food item like cereal, peanut butter, canned goods, pasta, and hygiene products, and all those donations go to the Sharing Place Food Center. For more info, you can visit sharingplaceaurelia.org. Those are your weekend events for Bounce 104.1 and Pure Country 106.
Now tonight, it's all about showing our community some love with the unwavering support that you have all shown for all of our holiday charity campaigns. We'll have more to come from both Luke and KC in Innisfil. In fact, let's head there now. Casey, are your lips still moving? It's chilly out there.
That's why I've moved inside. That's right. Did you know, Sarah, it's a little more than 5,000 kilometers from the North Pole to the Innisfil Canadian Tire, but Santa is in the house. Oh, yeah, in more ways than one. And Santa's inviting you to come on down here and make a donation if you can to our Toy Mountain, our wonderful weather watcher artiste, JC, says, you got Santa, I got Rudolph. You're watching CTV News Barrie.
Picture this, brought to you by Bounce 104.1 and Pure Country 106.
Absolutely beautiful. Please continue to send us those lovely shots of snow scenes. Picture this at ctv.ca is the email address. Let's get back out to Innisfil. Case, my cheeks always hurt by the end of this broadcast because this is one of my favorites. You can feel the energy. The community comes out. Oh, is that the big man in red behind you?
That's the big man in red behind me. And he brought Mrs. Claus too. Mrs. Claus, big wave. There he is. Oh, yeah, more than 5,000 kilometers from the North Pole right here to Canadian Tire in Innisfil. He's made a trip, and he brought his wife with him, too. She's busy. Oh, it's Ed has always got the laugh going. He's well prepared. He's well dressed, as always. Thank you very much, because the weather is something to contend with at all times. Let's get right into it. Can you hear his bells a-ringing? I can hear them ringing. Let's talk about the temperature right now, and we'll throw in the wind chill, too. And let's start with Alliston, -7 with the wind chill, -7 in Newmarket. It's going to get a lot chillier than this, ladies and gentlemen. This is right now, and call it about -6 in Parry Sound. And, there it is, -7 in Owen Sound. With the wind chill, let's continue to plow through the forecast. Plow is in snow plow, and always make way for those snow plows on the roads. They're just trying to get the job done so they can keep us safe. The almanac for today, -2 and -9. That's the high, that's the low. A record 19.5 in 1982. Wow. And -22.8 in 2002. Sun rises. 7:38 sets at 4:39. For a grand total of about, call it 9 hours and 1 minute of daylight. Let's roll that forecast radar. And there is snow because we know there is a snow watch in effect for our region over the next 24 hours. And there it is. And it's a juicy one, isn't it? Let's start with the southern tip of Georgian Bay, Lake Simcoe. Overnight, what are we looking at? Well, a wind chill of about -16, which is something to behold, and 10 to 15 centimeters of snow in the mix for some. Some may get as little as 5, but the snow is on the way. And then for tomorrow, -7, -6, and the heavier concentration of snow looks like 10 to 15 centimeters, but as much as 25 centimeters for some tomorrow. And it will be mainly cloudy. You might get a peak of sunshine in between some of those streamers. Let's go to Orangeville, Bradford, Georgina, Newmarket, Richmond Hill. We're looking at 5 centimeters of snow overnight, blowing around, being kicked all around by the high winds. And then -5, -6, -7. A peak of sunshine for us, but also about 5 centimeters of snow expected for you. So get that snowblower ready, and or the shovel, and or both. Kids, are you listening? Mom and Dad, help them out. Wind chill -20 this evening. Parry Sound, Huntsville, Bracebridge, Gravenhurst, Halliburton. That's some kind of cold, isn't it? 5 to 10 centimeters of snow expected for this evening, kicking around. And then for tomorrow, well, -9, -11, -12. But into the afternoon with the wind chill, as the wind picks up, -25 with the wind chill. About 2 centimeters of snow, with fair skies expected for the most part, but the 2 centimeters of snow could come down in your area. That's tonight and tomorrow. Now, time for the Diamond and Diamond Lawyers 5-day extended forecast, and it looks like this. Got to keep my eye on Santa. Oh, he's over there. Okay, 5-day extended forecast, Simcoe County. How about some cloudy skies for Friday, -4? So the cold snap, are we going to call it that? We're going to call it that because it's still cold, but not anywhere near as cold as it will be this evening. And then Saturday, 60% chance of snow. We're hovering right around the freezing mark. -5 and cloudy skies on Sunday. And then sun and cloud, it's getting chilly. Look at that, -17 overnight on Sunday. And sun and cloud on Monday, -7 for the high. This is a look at the 5-day extended forecast for York region. Have a look for Friday, cloudy skies -3, 0 and 60% chance of snow for your Saturday. And Sunday is a sun and cloud mix and -4. Sun and cloud wants to stick around, -6 for the high on Monday, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's getting colder. We're going to a bit of a cold snap after that. Muskoka, Parry Sound, Halliburton. Cloudy and 60% chance snow on Friday. I do believe we're on the road, as a matter of fact, on that day for Toy Mountain. And Saturday has snow and 0, sun and cloud. Sticks around, looks like, for Monday and Tuesday, or make that Sunday and Monday, -7 and -8. That's what we have to look forward to. Santa's keeping busy right down here at the Canadian Tire in Innisfil for Toy Mountain and the food bank right behind us. Come on down and pay us a visit. Say hi to Santa. And kids, if you got any letters, it may not be a bad idea. Sarah, back to you.
Now, Toy Mountain has been a decades-old tradition for us here at CTV. It's always a special time of the year because we get to see your generosity really exude from right across the region. And that does include tonight. Our focus in Innisfil. Yes, let's head back to there now because it's not just KC. Luke is standing by as well. The whole crew is out, eh, Luke?
Sarah, the whole crew is out, and I'm slightly jealous of Casey's hat because it's a cold one out here, but we're all having fun. We're here with South Simcoe Police tonight. We're here at the Innisfil Community Church. We're here with Canadian Tire, and we are going to be joined by Betty Attard now from, oh, thank you, Casey. Thank you. I really needed the hat. It is so cold out here. We're keeping warm. Betty, thanks so much for being with us here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
You haven't stopped smiling.
No.
So just how big of an impact is it here for you tonight?
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm holding back the tears because it's too cold out here to cry. Innisfil Community Church has blessed 75 families, years and years, 40 plus years, with full dinner, hamper dinner, and toys for the kids. And this year was worrisome, and you guys have come through. I'm beyond words. I'm so grateful. I'm beyond grateful.
We're accepting toys, we're accepting food items as well, clothing, really anything that can help. They're freezing. Don't wipe away the tears just yet. We're having fun. Just any last words tonight?
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to CTV, the police, everyone, the church, this community. Let you know everything is staying in this community, and I love this community.
Awesome. Well, Betty, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. And before we go, I will put on the hat. Sarah, the hat is on. That's how cold it is out here. But we're here till 7 o'clock. We're having fun. We're accepting donations. So come on down and say hi. Santa Claus is here. Everyone is here. And we'll send it back to studio.
I am shocked. I've got tears, both of joy seeing you and also hearing from Betty. Thanks, Luke. Now, still to come. There is more to come here on CTV. We'll hear from those who collected supplies. It was meant to be sent to people in need in Jamaica, but it was all stolen overnight. That story, plus we'll recap tonight's top stories. That's next. Recapping our top stories, we're learning more tonight about a high-ranking York Regional officer who is facing dangerous driving charges while allegedly trying to get around Innisfil's Santa Claus parade last month. Staff Sergeant Lori Perks will be back in court to answer to the charges next month. Traffic calming continues to be a polarizing topic for drivers across the province after the Ford government banned speed cameras. The solution, large signs, and a number of municipalities receiving those new signs are right here in Simcoe County, including Aurelia, which now has 3 of them in its school zones. And the Monsignor Clare Cup was back on the ice at Sadlin Arena today for its 27th year. It was a clean sweep for St. Peter's Catholic High School, winning both the boys and girls championships. From clothes and food to tools and generators, a shipping container filled with relief supplies for hurricane-hit Jamaica was stolen last night. Now organizers are hoping the public can help bring those donations home. CTV's Raheem Ladani brings us that story.
We actually was packing from here.
Michael Bennett and other volunteers have been gathering donations to send to Jamaica after the country was devastated by Hurricane Melissa. But when they came to their storage facility to load a 20-foot truck this morning, everything was gone.
For someone just to take it like that, it's hard to deal with that.
Bennett says he was shown security footage captured by the company Public Storage in Mississauga.
This is the lock that was cut.
He says it shows a flat truck break through a locked gate, back up to this blue trailer where the barrels and crates of goods were stored. The truck was loaded up before driving away, all around 5 in the morning.
It doesn't matter about the stuff and all that thing. The food is more important than even some of the other stuff that's there. You know what I mean? What are they going to do with it here? Absolutely nothing, man. Absolutely nothing.
Among the stolen items were nearly 24 barrels and crates, which had been filled with food, clothing, and generators. Donations meant to help those who are recovering from the deadly hurricane.
In 3 weeks, we collect over, I would say maybe $300,000 to $400,000 worth of stuff. That is food, equipment, tools, everything you could name it to go build back houses and feed the people.
Peel Police confirmed they came to the storage facility just east of Derry Road and Goreway Drive and say it appears a theft occurred overnight. While the volunteers now work with police in their investigation, they remain strong, vowing not to quit.
they ain't gonna shake us. I think we're gonna do better.
Promising to gather donations again so Jamaica gets the help it needs.
Raheem Ladani, CTV News.
After taking a hit yesterday, Canada's main stock index bounced back slightly. Here's a look at where the numbers landed at the end of the day. The TSX was up 111 points, the Dow was up 408, and the Nasdaq was up 40. In commodities, oil was up, closing at $58.95 a barrel. Gold was up, finishing at $4,232 an ounce, and our dollar up to end the day at 71.69 cents US. There's some uplifting news, and let's keep that going because every year our Toy Mountain campaign, it's an awesome example of teamwork, really a show of the community coming together, and of course our radio partners too. So let's head back out to Innisfil because I know, Luke, you're not alone. Who have you got with you? And the hat is still on. Oh boy, it's a season for miracles.
Yes, yes. Yeah, the hat is still on. Casey has told me I cannot take it off. So that is what we're doing. We're joined by Bounce 104.1 Martin Van Coy with a hat as well. Martin, we've really seen the community come out today. That's the important part today. We're here at Innisfil Canadian Tire. I'm just going to give you the floor because that sense of community has been so heartwarming tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we find it everywhere we go, but notably here in Innisfil and Midland as well. You have a really tight-knit community who comes up to show up for the people here, right? Because it's not just Simcoe Muskoka Family Connections that's benefiting today. It's also the local Innisfil Food Bank that is supported by the Innisfil Community Church, which is fantastic. And I think that's an important reminder. Of course, we want to donate as much as we can for Toy Mountain, but there's a lot of different charities that can benefit from our help this time of year. So if you're not able to make it to some of our locations or you're not able to make a donation at Access Storage, think about some of your local food banks and who else might be able to benefit from the help that you can offer.
Yeah, Martin, well, thank you so much. Great words as always. And, you know, part of the reason, too, Canadian Tire has a little bit of everything. So if you are going out shopping and you can, of course, you can pick up something extra, send it out here to the donations, Simcoe, Muskoka Family Connections, Innisfil Community Church, the Innisfil Food Bank. Any help helps, especially around this time of year. Sarah, we'll throw it back to you in studio.
Still to come here on CTV, George Springer was back in Toronto today and got straight to work cooking up something special with a young Jays fan. That story next here on CTV. Here's a look at your primetime lineup. Mariah Carey, Merry Christmas to All is at 8, followed by Criminal Minds at 10 p.m. and CTV News Barrie at 11. Toronto Blue Jays star George Springer is making a young girl's dream come true. He was joined in the Jack Astor's kitchen by 11-year-old Delphina. The pair teamed up to launch Santa's secret menu. A portion of proceeds from the menu will go towards granting wishes for children right across Canada. All right, let's head back out to Innisfil. Case.
Hey, Martin, take it away with the choir.
1, 2, 3.
Jingle bells. Oh, yeah, jingle bells here. That's Canadian Tire. Oh, what fun. For Toy Mountain, for the food bank. We're going to do the Get Up and Go forecast. And Mr. and Mrs. Claus is going to help me out with this. And, oh, look at that. I just kind of lost it. Let's take a look at the, hold on. Here we go. Let's talk about the Get Up and Go forecast first thing tomorrow morning in Barrie. Mrs. Claus, what's it going to be?
It's going to be -9. And guess what? Snow.
Snow, and Santa yourself. I know he's a hard time reading this one, so I'm going to say in Newmarket. What do we see?
I would say it's -9 as well, and my favorite too, snow.
Snow it is, and lastly, Mrs. Claus with the jingle bells going on behind us. Gravenhurst at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. What are we looking at?
-11, and guess what? Snow!
Snow! Jingle bells, Sarah. That's what it's all about. Jingle bells and snow. And Luke was just singing. He's got the voice of an angel, I might add. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. The South Simcoe Police Choir on hand this evening. Thank you very much. Come on down and see us. I do believe we're going home soon, though, so how about next week? We're in Midland, actually. We were in Midland on Friday, so come see us on Midland. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. And don't forget about Toy Mountain, Sarah.
Singing, dancing, and community spirit. All promises have been fulfilled. Thanks for joining us tonight. Take care.